Hey guys, so today we're going to be working on a lab that focuses on sales forecasting and scenario analysis using 24 months of historical sales data. And by the end of the lab, we'll have created multiple forecast models, visuals, and a sensitivity table, and a summary of some of those insights. The main question we're going to be answering is how can we use 24 months of historical sales data to model and compare future forecast scenarios. We'll be analyzing historical patterns, applying growth-based forecasting, building scenario comparisons, and running a sensitivity analysis. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to make sure we have a new chat, and then we're going to upload our data that you will have access to. And then our first real prompt is going to be using only upload using only data from the data set, calculate these things. These things are going to be the average monthly sales, the average month over month growth rate, the standard deviation of sales, and a brief description of the trend across 24 months, and it's going to provide the results in a summary table. We'll wait for it to load. And here we go, it'll kind of pop this stuff out, and it'll give us our average monthly sales, our month over month growth rate, and the standard deviation of sales. And then next we're going to have it create a line chart of the historical sales over the past 24 months. And this is the prompt we will use, create a line chart over the historical sales over the 24 months using the uploaded data set, and title it 24-month historical sales trend. We'll see what this gives us. Yeah, and so we will get a line chart, which is one of the things we'll need later for our submissions. And our fifth prompt we will use is kind of the core of the assignment. And this instructs ChatGPT to build a 12-month forward forecast using 3 different growth assumptions: an optimistic baseline, an average, and pessimistic average growth rate. Optimistic will be plus 1%, and then pessimistic will be minus 1%. And ChatGPT will return this to a single table with some columns that forecast each scenario, and these values are later used for our scenario comparison chart. Yeah, and so we can go ahead and we can see kind of how this is going up and this is going down. This is the -1, this is the +1, and we'll use this later for our scenario comparison chart. And so our seventh prompt, we will be creating a sensitivity analysis table, um, and it'll test how 12-month totals change if the money growth rate varies from -1 to 4% in half a percent increments. And this type of table is useful for managers because it highlights how small changes in assumptions can impact the overall performance. here we go. We'll see how this changes based on what growth rate you want. And so now in prompt 9, or prompt 8, sorry, we are going to create a line chart comparing the optimistic baseline and pessimistic 12-month forecast. And we'll have it titled this. Let's change this to our number though. Scroll up and see what that is for a second. Sorry. 81539. All right, perfect. And here we go. This will show us our the growth uh, from each of the 3 different scenarios. And finally, we'll just ask ChatGPT to kind of give us some bullet points and analyze what this data actually means. It's very good at doing that. It gives you really good insights into all this. And now we will just have ChatGPT also show us all of the prompts we use so we can turn those in. And that's all for this lab. Thank you guys for watching and have a good day.